So there are times where I talk to you guys and I talk to myself. I talk to myself a lot. That's not crazy. If you don't talk to yourself, maybe you should start. And maybe that's why you're not doing nothing. You're not getting stuff done because you're not talking to yourself enough. Talk to God, talk to yourself, seek wise counsel. I talked about those things. But today I want to talk about me talking to myself again. Don't let the reason why you're not doing anything, that excuse of I'm still figuring it out. You can't say every time that something ain't getting done, well, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring things out. I hadn't quite figured it out yet. And that's cool. Excuse me. It's cool to figure stuff out as you go. Sometimes you don't. You gotta fake it till you make it. I get it. You just put it to action and just keep it moving and stay consistent. But that's only gonna take you so far. You're only gonna get so far with faking it till you make it, with just keeping it moving without a plan, without saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is why I'm doing it. These are the results that I want. You can't keep saying I'm just figuring it out. And planning is part of figuring it out. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the excuses for not getting stuff done. And I'm talking to myself here. This may not be for anybody. It may be just me staring at my phone talking to myself. Stop letting that same excuse of I'm figuring it out be the reason for you not getting something done. That thing that you are working on, that book that you're working on, the podcast that you're fumbling around trying to figure out how to get started, the plans that you've been talking about and planning about forever. Don't let the reason that you don't get it done saying I'm still figuring it out. Let me give an example. So I've been wanting to speak for a long time. I've been wanting to put out content, sit out in front of people, talk in front of hundreds or thousands of people or whatever. And the reason that I haven't done that, because I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring out this, still figuring out that. And you know where still figuring it out comes from? Fear. That's where it comes from with me. Fear of failure, fear of getting out there and, oh my God, what do I do now? I'm out here and I don't know what to do. I can't do it. That fear of not knowing what to do when you get there is going to stop you from getting where you're going. So how do you overcome that fear? Faith. Faith and fear can't mix. So you got to have one or the other. And that fear with I'm still figuring it out, just figuring out as you go, procrastinating, making excuses, change that out for faith. Faith as in faith without works is dead. So faith as in planning and sitting with your creator. I spend my time with God every day. He gives me things. The more I listen to him, the more stuff that he gives me. And sometimes stepping out there, when you get in his presence and you know his voice and you know that he's giving you the task to do this, he has tasked you with this, he has gifted you with this, then the faith makes you take that step. So if you take that first step, and sometimes you can plan in the process. That's what I'm doing. I'm recording right now. Haven't put anything out yet, but I'm recording right now by faith. I had to stop for a second because I didn't know what the heck, what am I talking about? I lost words, but God gave me the words back because I'm yielding to him. It's not my words that are coming out, so I'm following his lead. I'm not being driven by, well, I got to put this stuff out. I got to put all this content out. I got to record, because people Yeah, people are expecting me to do things because that's what God has called me to do. There is an expectation, there is a responsibility with the calling, and you gotta stand up to it. Either you do or you don't. If you don't stand up to it, then you'll keep making those excuses, and it's never gonna get done. But when you do decide to stand up to it, it's gonna get done, and it's gonna be awesome. Make a plan, step out on faith, get it done. But stop making that same excuse about I'm still figuring it out. Stop figuring it out and do it. Plan it. Get it done. Let's go.